Hi, Jules here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, January 10th. You're going to have to bear with me. We may have cat scratching and meowing at the door because Pouncy's ready for her bedtime din-din. I wanted to get this video done and uploaded before I go to bed tonight so that I don't end up missing this week altogether. So I'm just popping in to give you some updates. The signature quilt is on the wall. Well, the beginnings of the signature quilt. Last night I started taking the freezer paper off. So I started putting them up here so that I know that those are the ones that are ready. I'm still missing, I still have like 18 or 19 blocks with no signatures. Now I still need to do one and I haven't done that yet. But I don't feel like I was missing that many people at rehearsal on Monday night, so I'm thinking the number I got from the board member that I talked to when I was getting ready to start this project, I'm thinking the estimate she gave me of the number of members we have was way off. So that's going to be a little problem because I'm going to have to, not a problem, but that's going to be just a little extra effort on my part because I have a feeling I'm going to have to fill in some empty blocks with just some pictures or messages or whatever. So I think I'm going to look up some maybe inspirational quotes that involve singing or music or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. And maybe just some pictures like, you know, a heart or whatever. I don't know. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to fill in some space. So my goal is to have the top pieced by this coming Monday. That is our dress rehearsal for our concert the following weekend. And hopefully anybody that I've missed, I can get to sign the top then. I'll go ahead and leave the freezer paper on those particular blocks and then take it off after it's pieced. So I am having a little bit of an issue with the freezer paper, which I didn't have last time I used it. And I think the difference is the blocks I did last time, I think I only put freezer paper, like I didn't put it on any of the seams. And so I'm peeling it off and it's pulling the thread out. So I'm going to have to be really careful when I piece this to make sure there's no holes at where the seams join. But my goal is to have it pieced by Monday. And I do have, the sea turtle is completely done. It's washed. Before I washed it, I did patch the hole on the front and the back. And I'm not going to go into that now because I really want to just get this done and up. So, it's not going to be mailed probably till next week anyway. It's already super late, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, so that's done. So I couldn't film today outside. I will try to get some really good pictures taken outside of that before I box it up. See, there's Pouncy now. Before I box it up and mail it. That I can hopefully show in next week's video. I also have a Project Linus blanket almost done, crocheted. The crocheting is done, and both, I washed it when I washed the quilt, so it's been washed and dried. I just need to weave in the ends and label it, and my plan is to do that at Linus on Saturday, and that'll keep me busy during the meeting. So I will take a photo of that after I have that all done, and I will show that in next week's video also. The only other thing I was going to show you that I did this week was and I'm going to have to redo it, but I'm going to show you anyway. I did redo my board, my project board for the year a bit. And because of having the contraption now, that was changing some of the steps that I need to do when I'm doing the quilts. So I thought I would it was a perfect opportunity to redo my board. However, I used mailing labels, or like Avery file labels. I think they were file labels. And they keep curling up. They're not sticking. So I think what I'm going to have to do is scrounge up a new piece of poster board from somewhere and or actually break down and buy some dry erase markers so that I can use the dry erase side of this board. But I did redo that. So my steps have changed a little bit. I've got planning. So that's stuff that I want to do, but I don't have started yet. These are all ones that are ready for planning. And I've got the Star Trek Row Along on Phantom and Stitches. I've got a quilt for my oldest brother who turns 60 this coming summer. The 2018 TTMT swap quilt, which I haven't even started piecing blocks for that, so I'm planning to do that this weekend. And then I've got some other family quilts in here that I want to do. This section is blocks or tops that are in progress. And I've got the signature quilt and the same different, three different, number 2, 3, and 4 of my birthday block swap quilts. Those, I have the blocks, I just need to piece them into tops. They have not moved since I did this board last year. So this year I would like to at least get them moved over here where I just need to get a back or get a back piece for them. I would like to move them at least one step. I would like to move at least 3 or 4 of these to this section, and at least, well, the 2 of these I want to get completely done. And then the rest I'd like to at least get in this section right here. And then this one hasn't moved either. Well, that's not true. It moved early in the year in 2017. So this was over here with the blocks and tops in progress. This is the needs a back. And that's the coffee quilt. I pieced the top, I believe, last year, early in the year, just so I could move it on the board. So it got moved to need back, but I have done nothing with it since then. New category on the frame. Currently there is nothing on the frame. This should be the next thing that's on the frame. Make label. And not everything will go in this category, but sometimes I do like hand embroidered labels like I did on Sawyer's quilt. So, and then, oh, I have bind and label. So that's, I kind of made that into one step. This is the making of the label in case I do a handmade label. And then otherwise it'll just skip right over to bind and label. This is finished. And then these last 2 are both Linus categories, and I have a Linus in progress and Linus finished. And right now I don't have anything Linus-wise in progress. And I do have a Linus finished, but I haven't made a little thing for that yet, so I need to do that. And that's all for me. That was more than I was going to talk about. I've been enjoying watching your videos. I just want to say that my thoughts are with Snowy and her family. There are no words. What can you say? You can't say anything. It's horrifying and unimaginable. So, for someone to have to go through what she's having to go through, and her family. So, my heart goes out to you all. My thoughts are with you. We are with you. We stand together, and we're here for you. And that's all. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.